fellow readers, Mrs. Weidman here, and today we're going to be talking about a book that's just a little bit different than a lot of the books that you're going to see in our other book talks. So this book is called Play Like a Girl, and it's by Misty and David Wilson. And Misty is the author of this story, and David is the illustrator, because this whole book is actually graphic nonfiction, right? So it takes place in all of those comic book panels with lots of different dialogue. And this one's nonfiction because it's technically a memoir. So Misty is actually telling you about her own experiences back when she was a kid going into 7th grade. So this book follows young Misty, there she is on the cover, right, as she starts her 7th grade middle school career. And during the summer, Misty's having a great time with her best friend Bree. They're going to the pool every day, they're having sleepovers, they're kind of just hanging out, and it's a super good time. But one day, as they're on their way to the pool, Misty sees a bunch of boys that she was friends with in elementary school, and they're playing football. And they won't let her play football with them because she's a girl, and she's not going to be on their team in the fall. So there's no reason for her to practice with them because they're like being super serious about their team. And Misty's like, well, fine, if that's the reason, I can join the football team too. Why not? And at first, when she tells her family, her brother laughs at her. Her mom's like, oh, it's super dangerous, sweetie. I don't know if you should play football. But then her stepdad's like, go for it. You should totally play. Now's the best time for a girl to play football because you're still like the same size as the boys. So Misty convinces Bree that they should both join the football team. And at the very first practice, it's brutal, right? The conditioning is super tough. They have to do all of this running and push-ups and sit-ups. By the end of practice, they're like a sweaty hot mess. And Misty's like, I can do this, right? I can make the team if I just keep trying. And yes, it's hard, and yes, it's difficult, but I've got to keep going. So Misty keeps pursuing this dream of playing football on the team. She makes it through the whole preseason, and then of course when middle school starts, she joins the team there, and of course they play games, and it's just a great season. So it follows Misty from those very first days all the way through to the end of her first ever football season. Of course, Misty is only one of the only girls on the team, right? She's one of the only girls that plays football. So when middle school starts, a lot of kids in her class think she's a little bit weird. She kind of goes through this crisis of starting middle school, and some friendships fall apart, and she forms new friendships, and then she forms crushes, and she might have a crush on one of the boys on the team. And of course, middle school is just a whole new experience in and of itself that is challenging and hard, but Misty fights through it and ends up playing like a girl. So if you are interested in great sports books, if you're interested in something just a little bit different, I highly recommend Play Like a Girl as a next great read for you. See you all online soon.